Good evening, beautiful people. My co-host is currently chugging. There we go. I'm speaking, but he's a center of attention here. Welcome to Coast. No, I mean a little bit. That was just beautiful. Welcome to Coast Knows Ball. For the first time ever in how long? 2 years we've been doing this? No, not 2 years. It hasn't been 2 years.
Yeah, it's the first time ever since 2023. Like, we started in early 2023 because we started it that off season.
Correct. So it is the first time. It's only me and Jacob. So obviously this is going to be the best episode of all time because it's only me and Jacob.
We're about to send this to Anthony to edit it.
Oh hell yeah, he's gonna love it.
Yeah, he's gonna love that intro, I'm sure.
Well, as for small talk, since we're here and we're already doing this, tell me about Oklahoma. I see you're wearing the hat and everything.
So,
how are you feeling?
I know we lost by 17. I think it was 6-23.
It was some.
I know we lost by 23 or by 17, 6-23. That doesn't shake my faith in Oklahoma as a team.
Doesn't shake your faith.
Red River Shootout is one of the greatest rivalries in college football. We just saw Ohio State lose to Michigan last year, which is also one of the greatest rivalries in college football, and they went on to win the college football championship. So,
fuck yeah.
I don't expect that from Oklahoma, but if Ohio State can do it, then it's not impossible. We obviously have a strong enough schedule to where if we win out, we have the resume. If we win out with the schedule that we have, our resume is good enough to be the best team in the country. So I am not shaken in my faith in Oklahoma. We have a bounce back game here against South Carolina, which is probably the easiest game left on the schedule. That doesn't mean that South Carolina is a bad team. South Carolina is still a very high quality team. We love Lenore Sellers here. Lenore Sellers here over at this podcast. He's a very high up prospect and could be going to the Jets this offseason. But they'll probably be ending up getting Ty Simpson out of Alabama. He looks like the number one pick so far. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, okay. I'm not shaking in my faith in Oklahoma. We had a bad loss, but it is one of the bigger rivalry games in college football. We did play Mateer 17 days after he had surgery on his hand, so the fact that he was able to play at all is really and truly a miracle. I thought our defense played extremely well. We had one drive that was pretty bad where we allowed them to have a 13-play drive and get a touchdown, and then we gave up a punt return touchdown. I mean, you can't have those things happen or you're going to lose the game. But if those things don't happen, I think we played just fine.
Okay, lovely. Well, it sounds like you're confident. I'd love to hear that. I am not confident about my Dolphins, and I don't really have. I mean, I'm still wearing this hoodie, man. Like, come on. Okay. I don't have much small talk. I mean, it's kind of been the same for me in regards to studying for my retake, and then just pushing through the cycle. I already have my mind set for the next cycle if I have to. That's just how it works. The cycle is not over. But if I have to, I will. And I'm saying this because I see a lot of people who are applying. And they're like, oh my God, I can't go to next cycle. I don't think that's how that works. You have to be prepared for anything that gets thrown your way. So I'm just throwing it out in the world that whether it's this cycle or the next, it's going to be fine. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anthony, thanks for listening while you're editing. So yeah.
Hey, I love to hear about your dental endeavors because as someone who is nowhere near the level of educated as you are, get a lot of enjoyment out of hearing the intricacies of your education is honestly so fascinating to me, and all the processes that you have to go through and all these different tests they make you take for not only just how good you are at dentistry, but just your how you process things and the way that you approach problems and how you want to solve them. I find that so fascinating. The fact that you are going into that pathway and that field of study where you have to know those things about your employees. I think that's really cool
and be so complete and so around, and that's why they do it, right? Well, I'm glad you listen because it is a very thorough process, and then I'm glad you see it because then again it's a very, very pushy thing. But like you said, the same way you get enjoyment out of seeing it, I guess I get enjoyment out of doing it because for better or for worse, it's an opportunity for my future. So, yeah, it's very, very tough, but there's a reason why I'm doing it. But then again, that's it for small talk. for me,
Yeah,
I
I was about
think,
to say,
except
the people
for
do come here to listen to us talk about football as we are Coast Knows Ball. So I think
Coast
it's time
knows
that we
ball.
segue into our week 5, right? Or is it
Beautiful.
week 6 reactions, week 7
Week
predictions,
six,
right?
week six, and week seven
Yeah.
predictions. Yeah, and
Alrighty.
but before that, real
Okay.
quick, because we are Coast knows ball, right?
Right.
Um, baseball playoffs. The how do you feel about it?
I'm sorry.
Baseball playoffs. How do you feel about them? Or postseason?
They're
Postseason.
electric.
Sorry,
I
guys.
swear,
Yeah, they
if the
are.
Dodgers win, I will be thoroughly disappointed. However, if any of the other 3 teams win, I'm extremely happy. I mean, you either get to see the Blue Jays, the Mariners, or the Brewers win the World Series. I think that is so good for the sport of baseball. You have
I
three
would love
smaller
it.
market teams that have been grinding their seasons out. You have the Mariners who haven't even made ALCS since 2001, and they're now in the ALCS, up 2-0 on the Blue Jays, about to go to the World
Going back to
Series.
Seattle,
Like,
yeah, unbelievable.
yeah, which is insane.
Yeah.
So I'm all for Seattle here. We have a friend of the show, Tori. He's a huge Seattle Mariners fan. He hasn't
Oh yeah.
even really seen his team in the playoffs his entire life. So I am 100% cheering for them to win the World Series. And I am so excited for him as a friend of his and getting to enjoy the Mariners playoffs through him. I love it.
I think you hit the most important point there. It's kind of anyone but Dodgers. And here's the thing: I understand you and Anthony don't actually like the Dodgers. I don't have anything against the Dodgers specifically, but I have something against the Dodgers if they win the World Series. Not against the Dodgers, I guess, but against the product because I mean it's something I don't have to go too much into it. I've already rented this over this. I mean. The pod is just big market versus small market, so I think it'll be horrible for the sport if the
Hmm.
Dodgers win again, and they're only going to keep
Right. We
going
have the
stronger, right?
opportunity to either have Toronto, Milwaukee, or
Or
Seattle win
Seattle.
a World Series.
Beautiful,
And the
wonderful.
fourth
Any of
option
them,
is LA. So I think the
right? So
95%, because LA is probably 5% of the US at this point, probably
yeah,
95% of the US is cheering against the Dodgers.
yeah, absolutely right. Um, and as we speak, the Dodgers are winning game 2. So yeah, there's that.
They're up 1-0,
Um,
aren't they?
they are up
Or
1-0
did
in
the
the
Brewers
series, and now it's in the ninth, and they're up 5-1 with bases loaded
bases
and one
loaded?
out.
That's pretty rough
So
situation.
it's pretty rough for the Brewers. That probably means they're down 2-0. Series going back to LA. So yeah, pretty rough, but it can be done. So
On a really exciting note for the Royals, because we don't have a lot of good. Actually, uh, let's pull up the. Well, I don't know if we can pull it on screen. Anthony, you're gonna have to put this in post. We'll have to make a fucking.
okay,
We'll have to make a note of this at 10:33.
there's a
Anthony,
chance I
put
added
on
this
screen.
episode. So let me write this down. I'm writing it down. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, put it 10:33 that this screenshot. I'm gonna put it in our group chat. It's this screenshot, and it's my reaction to the Royals this upcoming offseason. We are screwed. And I never thought that I would be saying this in the Bobby Witt Jr. era, but
Yeah.
it's just we have the ninth highest player payroll to our revenue, which means that we aren't making a significant amount of profit. So we can't really afford to go out there and play and pay another superstar player. And so unless Jack Caglione can pan out and be that elite all-star that he has the potential to be, we're going to be fucked because we're not going to be able to afford an all-star player who can actually elevate our team to be a World Series caliber
Any
team.
chance he gets traded?
I would personally hate that. I think that if you trade Jack Caglione, you are admitting to the entire league that you don't have faith in your ability to develop players. And if you don't have faith in your ability to develop players as a small market team, then you just need to quit your job because you're never going to win a World Series if you can't develop talent as a small market team because you can't pay people either. So you can't pay people who other people develop, and you can't develop your own elite talent, which we all know that Jack Caglione has 80 grade power, which is elite grade power. He hits the ball
Mm-hmm.
harder than everyone in Major League Baseball who is currently active. That is the 100th percentile. He is the hardest power hitter in the game. You don't trade that away unless you
Yeah.
literally don't think that you can do your own job.
I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't ask as a you should trade. I asked as a question, and I think you answered that pretty thoroughly. So yeah,
Right.
yeah, fuck yeah. On that note,
Let's talk about the Jets, dude. You moved
right?
them to the
So
front
I moved them to the front. But let me read the tiers here first, and it's pretty obvious where they're going. But from top to bottom, we made just a few changes from the past few weeks. Superheroes, super villain, super healthy, Super Bowl. And I'll talk about the tier later on. And then that's the S tier, and then the A tier, assimilating. Right, that's not that encouraging for like the second highest tier, right? But they're assimilating. That's kind of just the state of the league right now. Yeah, exactly.
They're improving.
Bougie, like there's not even bougie anymore now. They were just booing them, like
bougie. Oh no! It's like scary. It's for Halloween theme. You think I was saying boo for like boo? They're bad.
Holy shit! I thought you were booing them. Both work, man.
Nah, dude, I'm saying both boo work. Like the ghost because they're Halloween themed. Come on, man.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do bougie parentheses like the ghosts.
It has to have the parentheses.
Okay, so apologies for the moron co-host. It's bougie like a ghost.
Yeah, that's me, by the way.
Halloween season. Yeah, indeed. C tier, we have camp counselors, and you brought this up, and I absolutely love it because that's what these teams are.
And this is my explanation for them. They're there's people out there who love the camp counselors and all the horror movies. They have their favorite one. Each of us has our favorite one. We have our favorite team. And, at the end of the season, they are going to be dead, so it doesn't matter. These are the camp counselors. They are not making it to the Super Bowl.
But then death progresses here because D tier is dead men walking. So they're in the stage of death already, but they're still walking.
Yeah. Right? See, that one, they're still, like, they're corpses. Like, these are the flashback people. Like, remember week 1 when we picked the Dolphins to beat the Colts?
I was so firm on that. The matchup on paper
Dolphins
was
lost
so
me
ridiculous.
A parlay at plus 11.5. That is something.
I'm so sorry, dude. I am so sorry.
It is what it is. Hey, the Lions just lost me a parlay at plus 10.5 when they were like even money line. So
that is unbelievable. And then F tier, fucking dead and not walking. These teams are
they are not walking.
And you said, let's talk about the Jets. That's where the Jets are going. They're fucking dead.
It's even better because, the tier is green and it just matches the Jets. Can we make it a darker green so it can fit the Jets specifically? That would be perfect.
We cannot.
Damn.
We cannot.
That's so unfortunate.
That looks lighter, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they wear a tint of black, don't they?
We would have to change the text color, so let's just put it back. Just go back to green.
Fuck, man. Well, that's the New York Jets tier.
That's the New York Jets. And you know what the green is? The green is for baby shit, so.
For baby shit. Well, there's another baby shit. I mean,
yeah,
I was going to move on to the next thing. Do we have to talk more about the Jets?
No. Okay, real quick. Things to say about the Jets. What has... Fuck, I can't even think of his name right now. Who's their new head coach?
Aaron Glenn.
What has Aaron Glenn done for the Jets? And you signed Justin Fields a 2-year, $20 million contract. What do you expect? Carry on.
$20 million was ridiculous. Hold on. Well, we got to the Titans. You brought up a point about the Jets is that Aaron Glenn is doing
2 years. 2 years of Fields.
2 years. 2 years is ridiculous. But Aaron Glenn is doing absolutely nothing to make this team better. He looks extremely defeated in the sideline. I despise the New York Jets. I say this over and over in the podcast, but I cannot bear to watch this team in an objective view. As a fan, I fucking love it. But as an objective lover of football, watching this team pains me. That possession, and everyone is talking about it, so we're not saying anything innovating here, but we have to say it. That possession at the end of the second quarter, what the fuck was that? First off, you run a fake punt, and you run the ball instead of passing it for a bigger game. But okay, you run it to get the first down. You could have just made an inside zone with Breece Hall. You would have gotten it regardless. But anyways, you got the first down. And then you run it with no timeouts and you let time expire. And Aaron Glenn is just staring into nothingness. I thought Sam Darnold was having ghosts in New York, and maybe he was. Maybe it's a New York thing to see ghosts. It's just a thing that's happening there. And then I really liked seeing Garrett Wilson getting up on Aaron Glenn and like showing some attitude, because someone has to have some grit in this team, and it seems like only Garrett Wilson has that right now, and it's ridiculous.
Okay, but we're also talking about the guy who drops like half of his targets. Like, Garrett Wilson is one of the most overrated players in the league, next to Chris Olave. Teammates in college, by the way.
I agree. Garrett Wilson's a little overrated.
Real quick, another statement. If you think that Ohio State is wide receiver, you are a fucking idiot. It is LSU, and it is not close.
Definitely
Who's the best receiver in the league? Jamar Chase. Who's the second best? Justin Jefferson. Who's number 3 last year? Malik Neighbors. Oh, where did they all go to school? LSU. Still have Kayshon Boutte. Still have Brian Thomas Jr. Like, How long do I need to keep going? Like, this Ohio State, dude, you have fucking Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave as your 2 best guys right now, and they're both the most overrated receivers in the league.
And Marvin Harrison is also booty cheeks.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison, what has he done? Nothing.
Absolutely
2
nothing.
LSU receivers last year, better than him.
A little too harsh, but anyway. Yeah, no, I agree with you. So, and then the reason why I bring up Aaron Glenn is maybe he gets into the list of being fired year 1, because this is like really bad. I don't care how bad this roster is. It's not a good roster. Obviously, you have Fields as your quarterback, but you can't play this bad. Like, it looks so like I can't explain how I see it. He looks so sad on the sideline. I can't see that from my head coach. It's unbelievable. He was supposed to be a leader of men.
Guy. This is the guy who was under Dan Campbell.
But I don't get it. Like, Robert Saleh made this defense look good. What the fuck happened to this defense? Like, the names are still there.
The defense has talent, dude. Dude, Quinnen Williams was one of the best D linemen in the league for 3 years, only under Saleh.
Yeah, and they have Quincy Williams. Like, I think he's a phenomenal linebacker. I like Cisco. Obviously, Cisco's not an upper echelon safety, but Sauce is supposed to be a star, right? And he looks really frustrated. His body language seems really frustrated. So, hate everything that's coming out of the Jets. It looks ugly. I don't know where they go from here. As a Dolphins fan, I'm loving it. I can't really say too much because my team is not too far from them. But too much time spent on the Jets. I'm going to be moving on to the Tennessee Titans. And this is another fucking dead and not walking team. I'm a big Cam Ward guy. He's looking a little lost though. He's shown some quality. He's shown some problems, to say the least. But they're definitely in a better position than the Jets. They won a game. Somehow they won a game. They don't have much else going for them, I guess. Other than they know the shit they're in, I guess. They fired Callahan. Maybe there's a better cycle coming up. So Titans definitely the second worst team in football right now, but somehow I have a win. So yeah, Tennessee.
You have them winning this upcoming week against the Patriots?
I don't. I can't do that.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, you said somehow they have a win. Oh yeah, no, I think they're the team that's getting belt to ass this week. I think the Patriots are gonna mollywop them. But we'll get into that later. Titans definitely in the bottom tier.
Yeah, so now I'm just going to go with the rest of the list here. Now it's sorted alphabetically, this tier list here. So next up is the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay. The Arizona Cardinals played who again?
The Arizona Cardinals played... Oh, I had it pulled up and I lost it. NFL Week 6 games. So the Arizona Cardinals...
It was the Colts, right? They played the Colts, and it was a really close game. Okay, yeah. Okay, honestly, I'm still okay with the Cardinals.
With Brissett.
Huh?
With Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, with Jacoby Brissett, I think they're camp counselors. With Kyler Murray, they're dead men walking.
Isn't that crazy to say?
No, not anymore.
How is this offense worse with Kyler? Like, does Kyler just
Because
not know
it's a
how to
Drew
execute the
Petzing
offense?
offense. Drew Petzing comes from the Browns. The Browns were really good with Jacoby Brissett. They also were really functional under heavy play action and heavy run schemes. You know who sucks ass at both of those things? Kyler Murray.
But isn't that the exact thing I'm getting at here? Like, how do you like? Isn't that such a big organization with his management? Like, how do you like? You've had
Oh,
Kyler
hiring
under
Drew
your building.
Petzing.
Yes, dude. Like, I mean, we said this at the time. It was so obvious. It's not a fit whatsoever, and I mean, it's obvious here.
But it's
I think I
also a
remember
show of
Riz.
how little Kyler has done to adapt and overcome NFL life. This guy cannot take snaps under center. And that is such a thing that you need to be able to do. And he has such elite speed. Imagine how good this offense would be if they could run bootleg. But they can't. They really
Yeah,
cannot run
yeah,
bootleg under
yeah. No,
center.
I totally agree with you. Yeah, it's a little rough in Arizona right now. I like that defense a lot, though. I think defense is making some plays. Other than that, they're really missing James Conner. Like, it's pretty evident they're really missing James Conner.
Mm-hmm.
Barely, they didn't give DeMarcado a lot of snaps. I don't know. I don't remember. Seems
Yeah,
like
they
then,
basically benched him after the situation.
yeah, I guess the punch wasn't enough, and they continued to bench him. So, yeah,
Yeah,
Arizona
Jonathan Gannon,
Cardinals.
you're kind of like just a piece of shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, we thought you
you're
were fun with the fire in the gut thing, but no, you're kind of just an asshole. So
yeah.
didn't fall.
I like getting in your up in your guy's face, and I don't know if I do as well because like you're supposed to encourage him because like it's such a complicated situation because at the same time that you want to impose not your leadership I guess but you want to show to your player like listen you fucked up you can't do this shit you cannot
I've
do this
played
shit
under
that
coaches like that. When you do that in the middle of a game, you're just gonna rattle your player more. It is the worst thing that you can do in that
right
situation.
right and you have to be there for your guy already knows he fucked up right so at the same time that I think you have to emphasize to your guy like listen you can't do this shit anymore you also have to be there for him because
Dude,
he's
it's as
feeling it
simple
as
as,
well.
dude, okay, that was a big fuck up. Dude, you just fucked up. But that is not you. You're better than that. We got to be better. Come on. Next drive, I need
Yeah,
you to have your A game. Refocus, get ready. We're going to play you, but you got to get your shit together. Just
I
like that.
totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. And yeah, I mean, the punch just no, I'm not a fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta Falcons. At least Bougie.
No, they're definitely in the assimilating tier. They're 3-2.
Definitely, I was about to say it's either low assimilating or high bougie. I think I agree with you.
Yeah, they're
High
making
assimilating.
changes. I mean, I know Anthony said I listen. I know I'm victory lapping a very easy take, but I did say Drake London could easily go for 150 against the Bills if they just remember to throw to him. So I just want to say that I was right about Drake London. He's
I'm
arguably
a
one
big
of the
fan.
best receivers, if not the best receiver in the league this year. And it's
I'm a big
only
fan of
because
him.
he's not getting good looks from Michael Penix that he hasn't been producing more. So I'm
Yeah, I'm.
all over this team right now. Even as a Saints fan, I can acknowledge how well the Falcons have been playing, although
Yeah.
they are still far from the best team in the NFC South. Because I want to jump over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the only team that deserves to be in S tier this week.
I disagree with that. I think there's two teams who can be there. Two teams have an
Okay,
argument
are you gonna
of
say the
being there.
Lions?
I was gonna say the Colts.
You're gonna say the Colts. Okay, actually, I'm okay with this.
I
I
think
just
those are the
don't
three
think that
best
this is
teams.
the. I think those are the three teams, and honestly, I would be okay with the Lion. See, I think that the Colts should be top of assimilating, and the Lions should be below the Bucks in S tier. And my reasoning for this is the Chiefs game should have been closer than it was. If we're being completely honest, it's a it's a beating the dead horse like take, but we got to acknowledge how much stuff goes in the Chiefs' favor, and they did basically take a touchdown off the board completely illegally. You cannot review that situation, and to do it 5 minutes after the fact, and you only can confirm that if you are using replay footage, which you're not allowed to use for illegal motion. I just think that you cheated a team out of a touchdown that took points off the board that would have made the game closer at the end, that would have had it be a one possession game. Things like this change the outcomes of the game because that is 4 points. 4 points is a huge swing, especially when you're down 10 in the fourth quarter. So I'm okay with the Lions staying in S here. I still think they played well against the Chiefs. They just made too many mistakes, and the Chiefs were able to capitalize on them. But they also got pretty favorable treatment from the refs. I would say the Chiefs did, obviously.
So I'm not gonna go too much into the Lions. I think you've said everything that I wanted to say. I'm still high on this team. They're still my Super Bowl pick as it was originally in the offseason. But for the Chiefs, you talked about capitalizing on their mistakes. And that's not something we have seen recently from the Chiefs. And we saw that against a very good Lions team. Playing at home.
This was Mahomes' best game since 2022.
I agree, but I think honestly, I think Mahomes has been playing good all year. If I'm being completely honest,
he has been. But I'm saying this was a classic Mahomes performance.
No, I agree. And he leads the team in rushing yards.
I think that they should be above the Falcons.
I was doing this because I was contemplating it, and I agree. It's so weird.
If they played the Falcons right now, I would pick the Chiefs, and I honestly would be very confident the Chiefs would win.
I think I agree. They're just, it's something that I said in a group chat during the game. They just know how to play football. Like, there's a clear difference when you watch the Chiefs. When you watch the Chiefs play football,
and that is so true. It's just like, fuck,
they just
dude,
know.
They're so good.
They just know how to play football. They know what to do in every single moment. Like, that's coaching. That is coaching. Like, I see coaches and players in press conferences all the time. Oh, situational drills. It doesn't feel like you're really feeling the situation because when you get to the situation in a game, it feels like you don't know what you're doing. The Chiefs always know what they're doing. Even if it goes wrong, you see that they had an idea of an execution there. Right, and then it's usually the other team's credit for stopping it. They don't really commit a lot of mistakes. They've been committing a lot of penalties, right? So that's something Andy Reid and the Chiefs have to fix. There's been a lot of penalties there, but they just know how to play football on both sides of the ball. Mahomes obviously drives the offense forward. To me, a top 3 MVP candidate so far, alongside Baker and. Honestly, maybe at this point. I think those are probably the 3 guys, if I had to say so right now.
Yeah, I know that Mahomes is the betting favorite right now, but if it was to end right now, Baker is the MVP of the year.
I would give Baker right now, but I think Mahomes is the runner-up, so I think it's right there. May is also up there. I think it's been a really fun season. Honestly, really, really fun season, I think.
I will say, I don't know if May is number 3 quite yet. He's been really good the last 3 weeks. Like, the last 3 weeks, he's been playing some of the best ball of any quarterback we've seen this decade, honestly, because it's been a pretty bad decade for quarterback play. But I don't know, because his first 3 weeks were really shaky, and they didn't throw the ball a lot to start. So I would say that Herbert might be above him. I don't know.
I agree. I agree on Herbert. Dak's been playing good, but Dak's more of a numbers thing. Like, if I watch May play and I watch Dak play,
you gotta watch Dak this year. Dak this year has had some crazy fucking throws.
No, I've been watching Dak. He's playing good. He's playing really good. It's not just production, but May has.
Sorry, such a side tangent. This didn't even end up completed, but the throw to Khalil Shakur from Josh Allen last night was that made me jump out of my seat. That was just such a didn't know you had that. Like it's if Josh Allen surprises you, you know it was elite.
Yeah, no, fuck yeah. Big hater of Josh Allen, but I appreciate his talent. The dude's phenomenal. Yeah. Wasn't so phenomenal against Atlanta, haha. And I said it during the game.
I like Josh Allen more because he hasn't won a Super Bowl.
No, it better say like that. The Bills can never win a Super Bowl. I was talking to my dad during the game, and I told him one thing that pisses me off about Josh Allen is that when he's playing bad, he has such a fucking puppy face in the sideline. He looks so sad. No? Fucking puppy face, bro. Like, it drives me nuts.
He'll be like,
bro, like his eyebrows are clearly raised, bro. Like, we need a Josh Allen puppy face on the fucking thumbnail. Let me put that.
Yeah, that's our face. It's just Josh Allen and us going like.
Josh Allen, puppy faces.
Oh my god.
Okay, beautiful. So, so where were you? We're ranking. So let's just give a quick, what is this, quarter update? So we have Tampa and Detroit in the S tier. Going from highest to lowest within the tiers, right? Colts, Chiefs, Falcons. No one in Bougie just yet. Arizona and Camp Counselors. No one in Deadman Walking just yet. And then in the F tier, we have Tennessee and the Jets. So now we're going to move on. And we were doing this shit alphabetically, but I don't feel like doing it anymore. I'm putting Miami and Deadman Walking. I'm fucking sick of this team. Like, when Tua has actually has a decent drive to win as a game, he played the fair game. Like, yeah, the first INT wasn't on him. Second INT was ugly. The third INT, like, yeah, could have made a better decision. But game was over, so obviously there was still a chance. It was a lame-ass decision. It was very lazy. So I give him shit for the second and the third INTs. Matter of the fact, though, is he played enough for us to win. Right.
Okay, so this defense... I do think Tua is a little bit of a bitch for calling out his teammates for not showing
up. Oh, no, I agree. Meetings. No, I totally agree. You got to settle that shit within the walls. That's not in the media, bro.
Yeah, that's the biggest pussy thing you can ever do is, well, these guys aren't showing up to their meetings. You don't fucking do that. You're the quarterback, dude. Be better. You
go up to those guys way too
and
you say that
much
shit.
Of a pussy. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not a Tua fan. I never have been. He's always been weak-willed in my eyes. But I'm okay with... So the Dolphins were in F tier last week, but I'm okay with them moving up because it did take Justin Herbert and Ladd McConkey making one of the most elite plays of the season.
I'll get to that play.
So, dude. I do agree with them moving up because they should have beat the Chargers, and it did take one of the best plays. It did take one of the best plays on the season in order for the Chargers to win that game. So, go ahead and talk about that play, and then we can grade the Dodgers or the Chargers.
Okay, so the Chargers, I'll put them here for now. So as for Miami and that play against the Panthers last week, Bradley Chubb had a chance to sack Bryce Young on a fourth down that would essentially end the game. He didn't do it. When I thought that play was worse, I see Jalen Phillips holding Justin Herbert by the cock and doesn't bring him down. That would have ended the game. Like, that would have essentially ended the game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not like he had one arm on him and then Herbert, like, shoved it aside or something. Herbert stood still and Phillips is hugging him on the waist. You cannot slip off of him. That is ridiculous. Phillips, you've been playing really good this year. Like, genuinely. You've been winnier once. You've been decent stop and run. You're rushing the passer. You only have one sack, I think. So that's the problem with you right now. You can't finish the plays, which sucks because he's playing good. But then for that to happen in the most important moment of the game, I read a report that he was very frustrated in the locker room, and I totally imagine that. It sucks to see that, and I love Phillips as a player. I love him as a person. But it was brutal to see that. As a fan, it really drove my gears. Obviously, though, Herbert has the build, and that's where his merit comes in, I think. It's purely the build there, and that's what makes a difference there. Very good play. To be able to just stand still and take that and wait for your guy to be open. And then you let me know your feelings on this, but I was talking to my dad, and I came to the conclusion that it had Miami drafted Herbert, right? And which would have been a whole other thing because Tua was a consensus pick. But say Miami would have picked Herbert, right? And obviously now we look back on it, it was the right pick. Do you genuinely think this team would be in a much better position?
Well, so let's go back. At that point, it would have been Ryan Fitzpatrick starting week 1 with Herbert on the bench. Herbert goes on to have an elite rookie season with his lead receiver being Keenan Allen, while also having Mike Williams. The Dolphins receivers at the time were
bad,
Kenny
worse than that.
Stills or who else?
No, we didn't have Kenny Stills at the time. At that time, we had Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, and Jakeem Grant. That was our receiving core.
That's what it was. It was Parker, Preston Williams, and Grant. Honestly, I think the Parker would have been a good receiver for Herbert.
Parker was good. Yeah. I was a fan of Parker.
Dude, Devontae Parker. Holy shit, dude.
Devontae Parker, peak 2019, bro. He was a dog. He was a dog, bro. Devontae Parker 2019 was a dog. I think injuries. I remember him getting injured at one point.
Damn. Him and Preston
it was very
Williams, I was high on both of them.
I was high. Yeah, I was high on Preston.
His O-line would have been bad, but his O-line was pretty bad in LA that year, so I don't know. I think Herbert probably pans out better than Tua. He just has the tools. He has
I agree. No. Listen, I'm not saying that we would be in the same situation. We definitely wouldn't be in the same situation. Let me make it clear. I'm not a delusional Dolphins fan. I'm definitely delusional, but I'm not being delusional. Okay, I don't know how to phrase this. I don't know how to frame this. Because I'm not like the owner of the truth. I'm not like, oh, I'm right about this. I'm not trying to say I'm not being delusional about this. What I'm trying to say is I can tell you straight up whether I'm being biased just for shits and giggles or if I'm not being biased. I am not being biased right now. Mm-hmm. This team right now, yes, definitely in a better situation with Herbert, but I don't know if they're in a Chargers type situation. There's a lot of issues with this team. I mean,
it's completely different. But you also have to. Your team building would be different as well.
That's why it's so hard to say.
The same. Yeah,
right, which is so hard to say.
If you have a different quarterback, I mean, you guys probably don't have Mike McDaniel. I don't think you would have hired him. I think you probably get somebody else. So I don't know, but yeah,
it changes everything. It absolutely changes everything. But
yeah, that's a huge butterfly effect. Is them taking Herbert, a huge butterfly effect. This isn't a both teams get a quarterback. But I think we should go ahead and go with the match. So the teams that we have talked about already, we should talk about their matchups and rank their opponents, and then finish out the remaining matchups.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's get this going a little bit since we are already at the 40-minute marker.
Yeah, we definitely are. So Baltimore it's kind of there as well, right? With Miami. Above Miami, I guess.
No. Baltimore is definitely F tier. They're done.
Definitely below F tier. Their season's done.
Oh yeah, their Rams loss was brutal.
Something like this, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just couldn't get points on the board, even though Derrick Henry was producing, and the defense did a little better. Maybe a knock on the Rams for that because it's not like the defense has been really showing up. Yeah, the season's done. I feel like they're not gonna act like it. They still have a solid team. Lamar's coming back. We know who the Ravens are. They're not gonna go for a high pick or anything like that. But I don't think they can salvage this. It's really tough.
If they went for a high pick and got that receiver out of Arizona State, oh my God, this roster
they're not
doing
good. That. They're not doing that.
But imagine how good they would be if they got like another elite receiver. Oh,
I hear you, but they're not doing that.
Yeah, I know the Ravens never take a receiver. They hate Lamar. But
also that they just can never seem to have a great receiver. It's always like a good receiver.
They're like, here, let's get Zay Flowers so you can at least have a slot option.
He's good, but like he would be a great receiver too. He's not a receiver one,
No, anyway. He's a Devonta Smith.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's
keep it going.
We have the Bucks up there. We didn't really talk about their matchup, so I'm gonna say let's do Bucks and Niners.
Bucks and Niners. So for the Niners, we didn't talk about the Chargers. You okay with Chargers and Bougie?
Yeah, I'm okay with Chargers and Bougie. And since we just talked about the Ravens, throw the Rams and Bougie too. There's not much to talk about that matchup. The Rams took care of business against a bad team. You're not going to move up the tier list for that, but they are above the Chargers in my opinion.
Niners below the Rams, all right. I'm
saying I would put the Rams above the Chargers, and I would have the Niners above the Chargers as well. I would probably put Chargers bottom of that tier.
Okay, I think I agree with this. And man, this Niners seem so injured. If they weren't so injured, they would definitely be around here. They're playing good, but they're just
they lost Fred Warner. Okay, no, never mind. You got to move them down for that.
But honestly, are we doing like a projection based thing or?
Well, I mean, we're ranking them as they are right now. As they are right now,
Yeah.
they don't have Fred Warner.
Still think they're
So
ahead of
yeah, I would
Cardinals.
say probably top of C tier.
Okay. So we did that matchup. So now let's do. We did Falcons. We didn't do the Bills.
Hmm.
They're definitely not in this tier, but they're definitely bottom of A.
Yeah, I would say they're. I don't know. I might put them right above the Falcons, honestly. I
I
know the
don't think
Falcons
so.
just beat. I know the Falcons just beat them, but I'm picking the Bills to win against the Chiefs. I'm not picking the Falcons to win against the Chiefs. I still think the
Okay,
Bills are the
so
better team.
okay, they're definitely better than team on paper, but that defense is extremely lackluster, and this offense
Let's
is
be real, the coaching is the problem. Why are you not kicking a field goal? You're down 10, you just got to the 30-yard line and there's a minute left in the game. You kick the field goal, go for the onside kick so then you can get the
McDermott.
touchdown to tie
McDermott
it.
has the ego of a whale, dude. Like if a whale had an ego equal to its size, that's McDermott, bro. I promise you. He always does shit like that. It doesn't seem like it, but he always does shit like that.
And it fucked
And
me over. It cost parlay. I had a 7 leg parlay. 6 legs hit. The one that missed was over 39.5 for Bills Falcons. The game was 21 points at the end of the first quarter.
it's unbelievable. And he didn't
It's
hit.
fucking
So
ridiculous.
on the Bills, okay, on the Bills, one team that I've always said about this team consistently over the past few years is they do not play from behind the same when they're playing ahead. Especially
No.
now, especially now with James Cook being their main weapon, and they don't get him involved as much, and then it's really all on Josh, and then it's just tough.
And it's clear as day. I mean, you look at the start of the second half. If you watch the start of the second half, it is perfect for the Bills. They are down bad. 7-21 should have been
They
7-28 if
erased
we're
it.
being
Yeah, the
real.
dead Drake London TD were raised off. Didn't happen, right? Imagine
Right,
that.
because he was out of bounds. Like it wasn't that they got robbed. It's just that he
No,
was
no, no. He definitely was.
it was just damn near close to 28 to
But
7.
it gave the Bills some breathing room because imagine if
Right.
London actually gets in there.
But that first drive coming out of the halftime, they have like a 13 play, 7.5 minute drive where they end with a touchdown, and it's on the back of James Cook. James Cook got 40 yards on that one drive. Like, why do you abandon that after that? Because he had 30 yards at the end of the half. He had 40 yards on the first drive of the second half. So it's like, okay, we figured it out. James Cook. And then he only finished with like I think 100 all-purpose yards. So you're telling me that you saw him get 40 yards on one drive, and then you only gave him enough production to get 30 for the rest of the night?
Yeah.
Like
No, I totally hear you.
what?
Totally hear you.
But yeah,
But big props to Atlanta defense to not let the Bills offense to control
Atlanta
that
has the
game.
best defense in football right now statistically. So shout out them.
Yeah, shout out Raheem Morris. So let's talk about this Monday night game. This Monday night game was really fun, huh?
Yeah,
The
really fun
Bears.
Monday night game. Bears, Commanders. Bears come out and pull it off. Real exciting.
What do you think about the Bears between the Rams and the Chargers and Bougie?
See, I kind of think the Chargers would whoop their ass. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the
You
Chargers
think
would get a
so?
lot of. I think the Chargers would get a lot of interior pressure. I don't know. The I think Caleb Williams makes mistakes, and the Chargers have an opportunistic defense.
Yeah, get him pre. Yeah, it's probably not a good matchup for the Bears. I think you're right.
Hmm.
It's not the best way to measure this, but it's definitely a tiebreaker, I guess. And then as for
Hmm.
Washington, um,
Right
they're
below the
definitely
Bears is
better.
Bougie.
You think they're
They're
better
still
than?
like what,
Yeah,
3-3, 4-4, or 4-2,
they
something like that.
are right now. They are 3-3.
Yeah, they're still a solid team,
Yeah,
and they're doing that. They did that with 2 weeks of no Jaden Daniels. You have to
and
expect
he's
some
playing good.
regression on his first day back or first game back from injury. I still thought he played a decent game. He had
He
some
did.
mistakes, but he still played overall well. I'm expecting them to be fine next week.
So they're right there together.
Hmm.
They just played each other in Bougie. So now Seattle and um, why am I blanking out? Who does
Honestly,
Seattle play?
Seattle and
Seattle
Jags, we can
plays
throw them very close
the
together
Jags.
and assimilating. Seattle gets a really, really strong win on the West Coast. I would say they're
I,
probably
I,
still at the bottom of assimilating, and I would actually put the Jags right above the Chiefs in assimilating because they beat the Chiefs.
the Chiefs are definitely playing better than the Jaguars right now, though. Like one thing, that I said. What team did I say that about?
Actually, no, I'm cool with how you have it. I'm cool with how you have it.
Yeah, that's how I envision it, and I think it's
For
good.
those at home, it's Colts at the top of assimilating, then Chiefs, Seahawks, Bills, Falcons, and Jaguars.
Beautiful.
Honestly,
And
actually, Jaguars could be more fitting to Bougie because they're not assimilating, and at this point, it could be possible that we think they are better than they are,
yeah,
which would
maybe
be
we
kind of
have.
crazy because that'd be a two-tier drop-off from losing to Seattle. But I could see it at top of Bougie.
But the game went exactly how we imagined. Had if the Jaguars don't make those plays on defense, right, they cannot play consistent football. Like I like teams that have takeaways. And I talked about it 3 or 2 weeks ago. That Denver team in 2022, 2023, they got a lot of
Hmm.
takeaways, but that team just didn't go anywhere because they stopped doing that.
Right.
This Jaguars team, I'm not saying that's that Denver team. This team is better than the Denver team, but teams that keep winning based off of that, it's gonna stop at one point, and when it stops, you're just not gonna do anything. You
Hmm.
can't depend on consistent turnovers, right? So it's kind of what happened against Seattle, and Seattle really took control of that game. The score doesn't really show how close that game was. Darnold is balling. I think right about this time, Minnesota should start regretting their decision. Darnold is a good quarterback. I think he's shown, and we're gonna talk about Minnesota in a second. So I think this A tier, like we have it, is good, as you
Hmm.
described: the Colts, Kansas, Seattle, Buffalo, Atlanta, and the Jags.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I,
honestly, I don't even think another team is going to join that tier. So I think we can keep it like that.
I think you're right. You're definitely right. Maybe the Patriots.
Maybe the Patriots. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'd put them above the Jaguars.
I was about to say that. So yeah, Patriots above the Jaguars. So I want to
Hmm.
talk about Minnesota. Um, I think they're like here
They're
in
camp
camp
counselors.
counselors. They're
I'd
camp
put them above the.
counselors.
I'd put them above the Cardinals.
I agree. So it goes Niners, Vikings, and Cardinals.
Yep, and we can throw the
Yeah,
Panthers in there too because the Panthers are camp counselors right now. Honestly, they have bounced back. They're playing better football than camp counselors right now.
they're playing much better football.
I would put them above the Cardinals right now. They just have momentum, but they're not bougie quite yet. We need this to be more
No, I agree.
sustained. We need it to be more
They're right
consistent,
there.
and we need to see more evidence from them.
I agree. They're behind Minnesota, but very close to being here. Very, very close to being
Yeah,
ahead of Minnesota.
I think they have a really big opportunity to go out there and blow out the Jets when they're an even money line. So
Yeah.
you got
And
to go out there and take care of business.
it's kind of the Panthers team that I expected going into the season, like with an offense that can do things, with a defense that stops the run well. So yeah, I mean, it was good to see. Um, and speaking of matchups, the Cowboys, um,
Hmm.
just a team
Cowboys
that's
are
clearly one
a
sided.
team that has one of the worst defenses in history, and when you have one of the worst defenses in history, it's really hard to win football games.
Yes.
Um, yeah,
No
yeah. I mean,
talent, scheme
if
is
you
not
can't stop
there.
the other team from scoring, you're not going to win, right?
Yeah, we learned that first day of Pee Wee football.
Yeah,
So I mean,
they're one more loss away from Deadman walking at this point because I mean we're starting to assess that their season's about to be over, and we can go ahead and talk about the NFC East as a whole. But honestly, the Giants can make this interesting.
I hope so because this Philly team does not deserve to win this division. They need someone to contest this division. They do not deserve to win this division. They're playing
Eagles
lazy,
can be the flagship team of Bougie. I think they can be the top of Bougie from us.
but they're really prone to falling. They're very close to falling.
All right, so we were just getting done talking about how the Cowboys are one loss away from being in Dead Men Walking,
Very close.
but more news on the week. We have the Bengals playing the Packers pretty close, and this is back to back games now for the Packers, having pretty mediocre games against not great teams. I mean, they tied the Cowboys, gave up 40. I mean, it's just one of those games where it's like you shouldn't lose that game.
Yep.
So
Lost to the
I'm
Browns, right?
wanting to
Don't
put the
forget.
Packers in bougie, honestly,
Don't forget.
below the Rams, I think.
Don't you think the Chargers are better?
I don't know. I would say so. I think they're the more sound team. They're better coached, in my opinion. They have a more consistent recipe for success than the Chargers do, or than the Packers do. And like we've said with Jordan Love a lot, they kind of just depend on out of concept plays a lot more so than him playing in rhythm.
Yeah.
So I think that's not a very sustainable recipe for success.
Okay. And you okay with the Bengals
the
here?
Browns.
And Deadman walking?
Bengals, and honestly, yeah, they can be in Deadman walking.
Okay. So, speaking of the Browns, I just talked about the Browns. They got to be...
Browns played the Steelers this week in a pretty shit show of a show.
They got to be fucking dead right below the Ravens.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely fucking dead. I mean, Dylan Gabriel looked pretty rough. But also, like, why was it a storyline that Shedeur was QB2? This is the dumbest thing in the fucking world.
He's going to play soon. He's going to play soon.
I'm so sick and tired of Cleveland and everything that's come out of that team other than Harold Fannin. So, yeah, they can stand fucking dead.
Yeah, and like I said, Shedeur is going to play soon. I'm really confident on that.
Dude, the Steelers keep winning, and the more they win, the more we have to move them up. But I still just can't put them above Bougie. I can't put them above Bougie.
Just the eye test.
It's just not a better team.
No, it's just an eye test thing. I can't even put them. I can put them ahead of the Bears, and that's it. I can't put them ahead of the Packers.
I can put them above the Packers.
Okay, maybe, but not the Chargers.
Not the Chargers, no.
This team,
another team that's actually passing the eye test, the Broncos.
You think they're passing the eye test?
Definitely.
Defense.
I think defensively, yeah.
Defense.
Yeah,
defensively, offense stinks, bro. This offense stinks.
Bo Nix is horrible. I've said this. He's Mac Jones.
Yes, bro. Yes.
He is mobile Mac Jones. And when I say mobile, I mean he's white boy mobile, not mobile.
He's very average throwing. Very average throwing the football. Not a fan.
Oh, yeah.
Was not a fan out of college.
He's been average throwing the football since he was a freshman in college. Bo Nix is the most average guy that there is. Bo Nix is just like way too cool.
I said he's the definition of average. He passes the name test, but holy fuck, he's average.
Well, yeah.
My goodness.
But no, I would say they're bottom of A or maybe top of B.
That's so high for me. I would put them here personally. That's where I would put them. If not here. If they play right now, I'm picking the Steelers. I would put them right here. That's fair. I would put them right here.
Actually, I'm not putting enough weight into beating the Jets by 2. Honestly, yeah. I can put them at the bottom.
Yeah, I have to emphasize this more. That game was bad.
I wasn't emphasizing that enough. Put them in the bottom of B.
That game, dude. They gave the Jets so many chances to win. And okay, given when they kicked that field goal to make it 13-11, okay, they won the game because this Jets offense is not gonna do shit. I knew that, but the fact of the matter is they had to wait a long time to put them away, right? And even then they didn't actually put them away. Like, what if the Jets, for a miracle, actually put a drive together and won the game? Like, it would look really bad, right? So yeah,
right.
Texans.
So we talked about wait real quick, because the Saints are the only team left that actually played this week, right?
The Giants played. The Raiders played.
Oh, the Giants played.
Houston played.
Oh, the Texans were so we only had 2 bye weeks, or 2 teams on bye this week.
Texans, and we just put them earlier, Vikings.
Yeah, Texans and Vikings. Okay, I didn't know if we had 4 or 2, but that makes sense. Okay, so let's talk about the Saints real quick, since they played the Patriots.
Almost won that game. They could have won that game. They could have won that game.
Yeah, Saints missed opportunities again. Defense is continuing to be pretty freaking brutal. Honestly, it's a miracle that we don't have the worst defense in the NFL, because nobody is playing good on the defensive side of the ball. But yeah, I mean, our secondary is okay, but our front seven is brutal. But yeah, no, people keep talking like Spencer Rattler. This is the news line that no one's talking about. He's a good quarterback. They got him in the 5th round. Why is no one talking about this? Because he doesn't have it. And if you know what you're talking about, you know what I mean when I say he doesn't have it. It's the thing that you need a quarterback to have. And when you have a quarterback class coming up where you have those guys, there are a ton. There's maybe 6 or 7 guys in this class who I think can genuinely have that it factor. Rattler's not that guy. He hasn't been that guy since he was in high school. And even when he was that guy in high school, he was one of the worst teammates imaginable. I know he's matured a lot, but he still hasn't developed to be an elite talent. He's not overly mobile. He's just mobile enough. He's literally just Kirk Cousins, honestly. I feel like he is a very Kirk Cousins-like player. And when he was coming out of high school, he was supposed to be some elite Patrick Mahomes level player. So I don't have any faith in Rattler to be number one or anywhere near top 5 quarterback in the league. So I don't want him to be my quarterback. That's what you need. You need a guy who can go out there and be a top 5 quarterback to win the Super Bowl, is what I'm trying to get at.
Although I agree with your statement, I am not as radical as think that you need a top 5 quarterback to win. That part I don't necessarily agree with.
I said a guy that can be top 5.
Right,
I'm
right.
not saying that he has to have,
okay.
Right.
Better way to put it. And I definitely agree that if you have a chance to improve at the position, especially if you have a guy right now that's still trying to prove himself, no reason not to draft him and at least get some competition. If it's Rattler outplays a guy in training camp, then so be it. But yeah, you have a chance there, right?
Right.
The Texans
also stupid for picking Tyler Shuck. Dumb pick.
Oh yeah, no, that was fucking hell.
So Giants, they're kind of the news headline of the week when they beat the Eagles on Thursday Night Football.
Very handedly, by the way, very handedly.
Right. Yeah, dominant fashion. Never looked back. The Eagles never challenged them. Brian Dable never had to make a decision. That's why they won. I'm sorry. But if that's what this league is going to do, and we're going to have games where you aren't challenging your opponent to make adjustments, then the Giants could be scary. I mean, their defense can run with people.
The Eagles were super lazy. I give a lot of credit to the Giants for actually winning the game the way they did. And Scatterbo and Dard, actually giving some life to the team. But this Eagles team was pathetic. That was one of the worst performances I've ever seen. Mainly from a contender, but even honestly, teams in general, that was super lazy. Super. They did not want it. I can't put it any other way. They clearly did not want it.
Yeah, the Eagles are the most unmotivated team in the NFL, and it's not even close.
There's clearly
actually the Titans. The Titans might be more unmotivated.
Yeah, but one team is in fucking dead and all walking, and the other team just won a Super Bowl. So there's levels to that shit.
Yeah, no, it's definitely embarrassed. But you see the Ravens play with more heart than the Eagles do.
Oh yeah, no, that team has culture, dude. I mean, we're talking about the Ravens are a staple of an organization and building a locker room. The Eagles, not necessarily. But anyway, I digress.
Giants, let's go ahead and throw them in camp counselors. This is a team that's becoming a favorite of mine.
High camp counselors, all right. I think
camp counselors. It doesn't benefit them that they got blown out by the Saints, but they also got blown out while also turning the ball over 5 times. So that's going to happen.
Because they beat the Eagles, I can't do this. I think that's irresponsible. Putting in my head of the Eagles. I mean, so yeah, I think they're fine right there in camp counselors. And then the two teams we have left are the Houston Texans and the Raiders. The Raiders are either here or here.
The Raiders took care of business against the Titans. The Raiders separated themselves from fucking dead. They are just dead.
They're just dead now.
I think they're above the.
They are out
I would say they're above
of the coffin. Okay.
The Bengals. I would put the Dolphins below the Raiders. I don't think the Dolphins are the best team in Dead Men Walking.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, sure. I'm not gonna argue that. And then the Texans.
And then Texans
obviously had a bye.
Are they bougie or camp counselors?
I think they're camp counselors because the improvement that I've wanted to see in them hasn't really come around yet. The O-line is really rough.
The only time we've seen them take care of business is Tennessee, and Tennessee just got taken care of by Las Vegas. So that's a really ugly look.
But I can't put him here. I can't put him in D tier. I can't put him in F tier. They're definitely a C tier. We're in F tier. I think they're below the Panthers.
Yeah, I would agree. Bryce Young's been playing better than CJ Stroud this year.
Yeah, and same thing as last year, towards the end of the year especially.
Yeah, for the last 6 weeks of last year as well.
Yeah.
Actually, for the last 6 weeks of last year, Bryce Young was top 5, I'm not going to lie.
Right. Obviously, CJ Stroud played good in the playoffs, right? But if we look at when they both were playing, Bryce Young doesn't play better. Are the Texans ahead of the Cardinals? I think so still, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Not even close. Their defense shits on the Cardinals. They are better coached everywhere.
No, I agree. Okay, so
more respectable franchise.
I agree. So now let me go over these tier lists. This tier list.
Give us the recap.
Yeah. Of course, from F tier to S tier this time. Okay. So again, we're going from highest to lowest within the tiers. So we go F tier, fucking dead and not walking. The Ravens, the Browns, the Titans, and the Jets. The Jets being the worst team in the league. And dead men walking, the D tier. We have the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Saints, and the Bengals. In the C tier, camp counselors, we have the New York Giants, the very injured San Francisco 49ers, Minnesota Vikings, the Carolina Panthers, the Houston Texans, the Arizona Cardinals, and the Dallas Cowboys. You can note in the camp counselors that there's a lot of teams here that are extremely one-sided, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what they're not enough. It's not enough. But some teams in the come up, in the bougie, in the B tier, the Eagles, the Rams, the Chargers, the Steelers, the Packers, the Bears, the Commanders, and the Broncos. Very discouraged by this Broncos team, but still think they're a little bit above this C tier. And then in assimilating the A tier, the Colts, the Chiefs, the Seahawks, the Bills, the Falcons, the Patriots, and the Jaguars. And then at the S tier, both NFC favorites as of now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions.
So, just want to real quick say, excellent job, Roofy.
Okay.
For myself,
Beautiful.
I think this is a great tier list. I think this is the best tier list because BR Coast knows ball and we do know ball.
Oh, yeah.
But I also just want to say, fuck the NFL 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row now. For last year, we had the best team in the NFL for the first 2 weeks and gave me the biggest cock tease of all time. And now this year, through 2 weeks, the Chiefs were 0-2, and I thought they were going to be bad. And now they're the fourth best team on our tier list. So, fuck you, NFL. I thought I was going to get a bad Chiefs team for a while.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever ranked the 500 team so high on a tier list before.
I mean, when you have the fucking strength of schedule that the Chiefs do, and you have the quality wins that they do, you got to move up.
We forgot to mention,
but it
Rashid
definitely
Rice
benefits them that there hasn't been. It benefits them that there's no undefeated teams, that there's a lot of mediocrity in the elite tiers.
That's a very good point.
I mean, if we're being realistic, the Bucs are not an S tier quality team. They've just been the best team this year.
Yeah, that's also something I forgot to say when we started the episode. I said, I'm going to talk about this tier, and I didn't talk about this tier, but that's exactly what I wanted to say. There's no actual, clear-cut best team. There's no clear-cut S tier team.
Nobody looks at the Bucs and says that's an S tier team, but they are the best team on the year.
But credit to them. They have shown me something this week that I've criticized them on in the past few weeks, and that's not really taking control of games and just kind of waiting until the fourth quarter. And they did that against the Niners. He has a very injured Niners team and playing at home, but they did that, and that's exactly what I was looking out for them, and that's why I think they deserve to be here.
Absolutely. Sorry, guys. Anthony just said the F tier is hilarious, so I think that's
fucking
funny.
Dead and not walking.
Walking. It's such a good name. We might have to keep that. He said definitely would have fought us on a few placements. Okay, so he definitely would have been higher on the Niners.
You think so? That injured? Maybe. I think he would have had the Patriots higher. I think he would have the Broncos a little lower as well.
I don't know if he would have had the Patriots higher. I think he might have had the Jags higher. I think he would have had the Patriots lower. Might have had the Falcons higher.
Maybe he's really high on the Jags and had him higher because he is high on the Jaguars.
Might have. Oh no! He definitely would have had the Chiefs lower. I don't think he would have put the Chiefs for.
Okay.
Chiefs too high. I'm going to ask him that because I definitely think he thinks that.
He definitely thinks
But anyways, let's go ahead and get into our Week 7 pickups.
Offense is about to get a lot better, though. Like, even when Anthony's on the podcast, he is in the podcast.
About to, though. Not now.
Okay, well, now we're arguing with our other co-host who's not even here. Let's go.
Yeah, let's pay attention.
No, I'm celebrating. This is Coast Knows Ball, everyone.
Yeah. We're getting breaking news here.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And he's typing. So I'm in the edge of my seat here. I'm waiting for a time. I'm coming here, and Chanel is typing. He did.
It's funny for me because my Discord automatically does streamer mode, so it just says A is typing. A dot dot dot.
Yeah, mine does that shit too. I have to disable it every time.
Every time, even though it's not enabled in my settings.
I think it's
Discord,
because
dude. I'm sorry.
I think it's because you're recording in OBS and they recognize that, but I don't know how they have that permission.
But well, I mean, I'm sure they just have that permission. I don't think that that's too bad of a permission. Or maybe they get that permission from us allowing them to see our games.
Okay, well, it's fine. I don't really care.
I bet that's what that is.
But anyways, while Anthony is making his comments, and he's still making his comments, we're going to move on to next week. And I'm excited about this. Plenty of good games.
He's the best defensive player in football. I mean, come on, dude.
I think he is a second, which obviously still
okay. So for those at home, we think the Niners are a good team. He is expecting the offense to get a lot better because they're getting players back from injury, but we're not counting that right now because they aren't back yet.
They lost.
They don't have Fred Warner right now, who's the best defensive player in the league.
And they lost an elite edge rusher. So yeah, super rough.
Okay, so his main issues are the Chiefs, Eagles, Commanders, and Bengals being too high. Okay. Let's look back at the list.
I think Broncos are too high. I can give him that. Did he say Broncos? No, he said...
No. Okay. He said Chiefs, Eagles, Commanders, and Bengals. I don't think the Broncos are too high. They're not too high.
I think Bengals is nitpicking. Like, they're bottom of that walk-in.
That's fine.
Chiefs, I disagree. I placed them here. And high 8 tier, and he said the Eagles are too high. I can probably give him that. I give him that.
Actually, I agree with that. Let's move the Eagles now. Fuck the Eagles.
No, I
put them below the Steelers. Because that would piss Eagles fans off so much. Hey, sorry, the Steelers are the best team in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so now we're shifting gears here. Now the bougie tier goes Rams, Chargers, Steelers, fucking Eagles. Packers, Bears, Commanders, Broncos. That looks good to me. Okay, well.
Yep, that looks good to me.
Fred Warner, in my opinion, second best defensive player in football. Down for the Niners. I think that's a big factor.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I think we're good with this. Now we're through to this. Week 7. Are you ready?
He said Bills are too high in bougie.
I told you that. Bills are not in bougie.
Oh, they're not. Oh, okay. I'm okay with it.
Okay, it's okay. Well, we're gonna settle on this. We're gonna settle on this.
Bills beat more teams in the league than Atlanta does. Head-to-head cannot be too big of a factor in tier lists. Or power rankings. I stand by that logic. I have no issue with that.
Now, although I do agree with you, I would also have Atlanta above the Bills, and maybe sometimes it's a tiebreaker for me.
If you think they beat more teams than the Bills in the league, then I will accept that loss and have you guys put them over or higher. I'm okay with that. You think that the Falcons beat more teams in the NFL?
No, I'm not totally opposing to this just because I think the Bills still have more fire than Atlanta, right? I expect them to really pick it up if necessary. So I'm okay with it. If I really had to put it, I would do this, but I'm not super upset about it. I'm okay with this. So I would leave it like this. That being said, I'm ready to move on. You argue on behalf of head-to-head at least once a week. Anthony seems to be pretty adamant on the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll talk to Anthony about it later. It's fine. Anyway.
Hey, I mean, it's 2 versus 1. We can move them higher. I don't care.
Okay. I mean, sure. Just because the game just happened, I'll put Atlanta here. I mean, Bills are still in a fair placement. It's not like they're, it's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me send this to Anthony. just because he's definitely importing his thoughts.
Right. He's gonna be mad that we didn't touch the Niners.
Right.
It is what it is. But I want to get into these pick'ems, so.
Yep. Let's go. Let's just go left to right here. So AFC matchups and the AFC to NFC matchups and the NFC matchups. So to start off, we have the Thursday night football, which is in 2 days.
So yeah, real quick, just so we can have a smooth cut. Go ahead and unclick the Patriots game, and then I want you to be like, so moving forward with our picks. We got Thursday night football, Steelers at Bengals.
Sounds good. But just for the record, I'm not recording my screen, so.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Oh well, okay, yeah. Then the clicking doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
No, you're good. You're right. So yeah. But anyways, starting off with Thursday night football, Steelers and the Bengals. It looked like it had the potential of being a good or a fun game going into this season. It doesn't look like it because, one, I hate watching the Steelers, and two, the Bengals are broken.
Dude, these two teams are so unwatchable.
And the Bengals are broken. The Steelers are not a good product to watch, and it's year after year. And the Bengals, again, are broken. Flacco gave him a little bit of life, but like he can't really play behind that old line. He's going to get himself killed. Come on, Flacco. So, yeah, I mean, I'm picking Steelers here.
Yeah, definitely give me the Steelers here. I feel very good about them winning this
Seeing
game.
the Steelers go 5-1 after potentially winning this game is...
Well, when you have the worst division in football.
Yes, it's currently the worst division in football, but, like, I mean, come on. I mean...
How can you challenge them when you don't have Burrow or Lamar? Like, it's already a division rival, so it's already a more heightened, challenging game, and you don't have top 5 quarterback who carries your team every year.
It's
you're
so
gonna lose
brutal,
these
man.
games.
It's so brutal.
So yeah, definitely give me the Steelers. I think they're gonna win and cover the spread. Just fine.
Any players to watch specifically?
Jaylen Warren, he's gonna get a touchdown, maybe 2, because they don't like Caleb Johnson. I don't know why they drafted him.
It makes sense. He never gets touches right. As for me, I want to see Jamar continue to have some production without Burrow because it's super tough to do so. But he's making some good plays with Flacco as his QB, with Brownie as well. He did some good plays. So pretty obvious one, but I'm gonna pick Chase here. Chase maybe has a monster game against a decent defense and maybe carries his team. Who knows?
Right. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a game where Jamar Chase could just be that offensively powerful. And honestly, the Steelers' offense is weak enough to where I think the Bengals' defense could get some stops.
It's playing better, right?
So it could be closer, but I just don't see it happening. Zach Taylor sucks. Yeah. So Steelers to cover
should
the
be in a maybe hot seat because he's living off.
Definitely not should be or not maybe.
Definitely should be. Yeah, because he's living off of that Super Bowl visit. I should say, and nothing since then. Patriots and
next up
Titans.
So next up it'll actually be the Jags and Rams.
Oh yeah.
British,
of course.
British 8 a.m. football. These games have sucked all season. These have been the worst games. Really?
Just because it's there, and then it just leads into the 1 o'clock window. So yeah, it's fun just because of that.
I guess that's fair, but I oversleep all of these games, so thankfully I don't have to watch them. But they have all been abysmal.
But this should be a good one. This Rams game, against the Jaguars.
This is a huge playoff implications in both conferences. So this is definitely a game that's going to be neck and neck. I do think the Jags are going to get it done. It's so much easier to travel from Jacksonville to the UK than it is to travel from LA to the UK. And I think that will heavily impact how these teams play.
I'll go with the Jags here. I like how maybe not extremely hyped up about how they've been playing, but I like it. I'm a fan of it. And this Rams team doesn't, just watching them, the eye test doesn't really give me that much trust. And
they were only up 3 going into half against the Ravens.
Right. I mean,
don't forget
there's not much confidence that I'm having in there. Jaguars have a pretty solid defense. They can get to the passer. Maybe Stafford's going to be in some trouble there. So I'm okay with this here. Player to watch. Josh Hines Allen, I think, could have a monster game. I just talked about getting to the QB and pressuring the QB. I think Joshua Hines Allen could be that guy.
Right, yeah. Absolutely. I'm also riding here Jaguars. Like I said, they're going to be a closer team. But I also just think that Brian Thomas Jr. has to get it done. I mean, we've already seen him
Rough
breaking it
season.
out, and he's had to carry this offense a lot. It would be nice to see Parker Washington and some other guys get some touches that could hopefully be productive. I'm a huge Travis Etienne guy, so I would love for him
Big Travis
fantasy
Etienne
wise
guy
as
as well,
well.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, I think the Jags can get it done. They just got to be able to utilize all of their weapons instead of only Brian Thomas Jr.
And since I am the host or the co-host,
Yeah.
I guess I'm the one talking about the
Leading
times.
the
I'm
episode.
talking about the times, I guess, right?
Oh yeah.
And today is I'm in the east zone, and look, it's a 1 o'clock window, Anthony. It's the 1 o'clock window. So here we go, the first game of the 1 o'clock window, not the morning slate. Morning slate. So I'm eating lunch.
I call it the morning slate, but that's
Man,
because I work second shift.
Shut up, man. So look.
I work at night.
So here we go with the Patriots and the Titans. Just no reason for me to pick the Titans whatsoever. It's Patriots. May has been playing how I've expected him to be playing in his second year. When we were so high on him out of college. We knew that maybe not so
Absolutely.
for the first year.
Definitely feeling good about having him in 6 of 9 fantasy leagues.
Oh fuck yeah! You're welcome. By the way,
Yeah, thank you, dude.
I got Burrow.
Appreciate
I got
that.
Burrow out of it. I'm sure that's gonna pay off soon.
Mm-hmm. Plus, you got the first, no?
I got it first.
It was Burrow in first for May in a second.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Stand by that trade.
Yeah,
I think that's good for both of
I
us.
think so too. So I mean, yeah, you're competing more than me, anyways. So yeah, there you go. I think Patriots here for sure. I'm gonna go with Drake May. Obviously, another obvious pick, but I want to see him. This is the objective football lover. Okay, speaking. I want to see Drake May continue to build off. I'm a big Drake May guy. Now, the Dolphins fan, I hope Drake May plays like shit and the Patriots lose. But anyways, yeah.
The Drake May Lover fan account on Instagram is so funny.
It's
dude.
so funny. It's so funny.
It's a peak fan account. Shout out to Drake May Lover.
And then
You're
Drake
dope.
May reading his tweets as well. It fucking peak, man.
Yeah. We're gonna make a short for you, Drake May Lover.
Fuck yeah. From a Dolphins fan to Drake May lover.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
But next up, we got is it Eagles and Vikings? Are they on the Sunday? slate
They
as
are
well?
on the
Sunday morning. Sunday 1 p.m. slate. Anthony.
Yeah,
1
take
p.m.
notes.
slate.
Take notes.
Eagles are gonna blow this out of the water. I'm not gonna lie.
You think so?
I know that we have been talking a lot of smack on the Eagles. I know that this is the Vikings at home. The Vikings are a decent team. You know, they're not far apart in the tier list. Eagles own Minnesota. I don't know what it is about Minnesota and Philadelphia. The Eagles just have their rap. And I just think this is a game that they're going to bounce back from. They've lost 2 in a row. They're probably going to have Jalen Carter active because he was a last-second scratch for this last game. So I'm assuming he'll be healthy for this game, especially coming off the mini-bye on Thursday. So I'm hardly even considering the bye week for the Vikings, to be honest with you. I just think the Eagles are going to go in there and take care of business. Carson Wentz is not a good football player anymore.
I agree with everything you said.
Player to watch is going to be Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter coming back, yeah. Player to watch for me is Jalen Hurts. Like, he has to start playing better, dude. Like, some of these throws that he's missing are abysmal. And he's going to have to play at least a little better for the Eagles to actually win this game. Okay? But how hilarious would it be if they continue to play like shit and they lose to Carson Wentz out of all players? Wouldn't that be
Yeah,
best
it would
case
be
scenario?
really ironic. I mean, I am probably going to be cheering for Carson Wentz here. I mean, I much would rather the Vikings win than the Eagles,
yeah.
personally.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Next up, Panthers at Jets.
Panthers at Jets, yeah. That's also a 1 p.m. slate, yeah. Panthers at Jets.
Perfect.
I have to go with the Panthers. I love how they've been playing. Like I said earlier, it's the Panthers team I've expected to see this season with a high-powered offense. Against the Jets team that, again, there's no reason for me to pick them other than just vibes and be like, okay, maybe they actually got to win here, and I'm just not feeling that for this game right here. So, yeah.
So, if we had to pick a most inconsistent team of the year, it's either the Falcons or Panthers. I mean, that's just plain and simple. We've seen the Panthers be as bad can be, and we've seen them be as good can be with their win against the Falcons.
Right.
I don't understand how they can be bad enough to lose this game, but it is possible.
Honestly, it is, and
I like you said, there's no reason to pick the Jets. I'm not going to. I'm going to ride with the Panthers here. They're the better team. They should cover the 1.5 spread by a lot. I'm not going to lie. This should be a double-digit win, but we also thought the Broncos should have a double-digit win over the Jets. So
I think it's a shit matchup because the Panthers have been stopping the run at a very high level.
It's just weird how the Jets keep managing to have 2-point games. 2-point game in the Steelers, Bucks, and Broncos game. Those are good teams that the Jets are keeping it close with.
Yeah. But this is a very bad matchup. I would definitely slam the over here. I don't see how the Jets are going to run the ball in this Panthers team to an extent to keep the game close. I don't see it. Next we have Saints and the Bears.
Dude, I don't know.
Honestly, this is
picking the Saints.
I'm feeling the Saints here, dude. This is a very hard game to pick. Unironically, and I honestly feel the Saints here. Like, it's just one of those games where the Bears are like, okay, we're coming, guys, and they shit the bed.
This is a really fun storyline for me. We're wearing the Oklahoma hat. Caleb Williams took Spencer Rattler's job at Oklahoma. I think Spencer Rattler might come in there with fire in his gut.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. As much as I don't want us to win, I would love to see Spencer Rattler go out there and ball out against Caleb Williams.
You're probably not getting the first overall pick. Okay, just accept you're like in the top 7 range. You're going to get a good QB. Get yourself some wins, man. This is a good win. It's a Bears team on the come up in Chicago. And
build some momentum.
Yeah. In shit field. Okay, it's shit field. And yeah, I think it could be a good win. I'm feeling it. Opposite to the Jets game that I felt nothing. I actually feel a win here for the Saints.
Right. Yeah, no, and this is just a team where it's like, you have no reason to pick them, but they're fun. The Jets are not fun.
No, the Jets are...
Like, I've had fun watching all the Saints games.
I want to rip my eyes out when I watch the Jets. Objectively, I laugh. I laugh a lot. Yeah. I'm a Dolphins fan. I laugh a lot. But I want to rip my eyes out. Saints are fun, like you said.
Oh, yeah.
I love Kamara.
And I have a friend who's a Jets fan. Riley, shout out to you. I don't know how you do it. Probably because you're a Yankees fan, but also the Yankees haven't been good in our lifetime, so I don't know.
Abysmal, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty rough. New York fans are in shambles right now. Who do they hold on to? The Rangers?
They're pretty, like, slightly above average. They did a good playoff.
Above average?
They did a good playoff run 2 years ago. Like,
the Sabres are solid, right?
The Sabres are solid, very solid.
Are you being sarcastic, or are they like a really
They're
good
shit.
team?
They're complete shit. This Buffalo Sabres are shit. The Buffalo Sabres are probably the worst team in the NHL.
It's the Devils that are solid. The Devils are solid, but not great,
Devils
right?
are good. Devils are good.
Okay, that's okay. I had my two.
No. Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are good. They were a first-round exit last year, but they were blown out. But they're a very solid team. They're a very solid team. I like how they play. Coast knows puck,
hosting, huh?
Coast knows puck.
Yeah, Coast knows puck, dude.
Yeah.
Get me talking about some Chris Kunitz, some Jordan Staal.
Yeah, and speaking
Patrick Sharp.
And speaking of which, more people...
Because Patrick... Hey. For all the people who... I know Patrick Kane is better than Patrick fucking Sharp, but I love Patrick Sharp way more than I loved Patrick Kane way back in the day.
That's totally fair, dude. And speaking of puck, go watch hockey, man. This sport needs more visibility, bro. I don't care how...
What you know about Pascal Dupuis, bro? What do you know about Pascal Dupuis?
Coast knows puck, bro.
Bro. Do you even know Pascal Dupuis?
No, dude.
This is like a 2009's Pittsburgh Penguins. I can't remember if he was a defender or just like a really like third line center. I can't remember. But he was just a guy that I played with on the NHL 12 or whatever. It was so much fun.
Fuck yeah. Next.
Anyways, Chiefs host the Raiders.
Why?
We're gonna make a short out of this because we have to make a short out of all the Chiefs moving forward. So I got to do some kind of dramatic intro for this. Fuck me. I'm picking the Chiefs. I hate it, but I'm picking the Chiefs.
Oh my god.
I can't in my right mind pick the Raiders to win in Kansas City against the Chiefs when they have only beaten Week 1 Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. I understand hatred. I got to be objective here. My picks have been bad. Chiefs Kingdom, y'all came for me. We're correcting it. We're fixing it. The Chiefs are winning this game. Player to watch.
Everything he said.
Ooh, we could get some fun with this one because it's gonna be
Rashee Rice, man. Yeah, coming back, man. I mean, fuck him. Yeah. But yeah, he's coming back.
Dude, fuck. The Chiefs are gonna be so good with Rice back.
Hollywood has been getting a lot of volume. Warvey clearly changes that offense. It's problematic, dude. Like, it's actually problematic. Like, if you tell me right now the Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl this year, I'm like, okay, yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, honestly, they're probably the pick.
They do not surprise me. It frustrates me how there's a clear difference. At the futures,
but I'm pretty sure they're the betting favorite for the Super Bowl. And, like, I can't even say that's wrong.
I keep saying it over and over. Like, they just know how to play the fucking sport. They know how to play the situations. They know what to do any given moment.
That's disgusting. What the fuck?
What's the lines?
So the Chiefs and Bills are tied at first place at plus 650, but the Packers are second place, or it's like that second best line at plus 800.
Where are the Lions?
Why? The Lions are also plus 800, but why are the Packers up there?
Yeah, those first 3 weeks really got people acting up.
Why do the Saints have just as bad odds as the Titans? I feel like the Saints should have better odds than the Titans. How do the Browns have better odds than the Saints?
That's ridiculous.
Oh, that's funny. It's the defense. It has to be the defense.
Yeah, it's gotta.
What's really interesting, if you look at the Saints, actually, is their scoring categories for both defense and offense are like 18. They're like equally average in both, but they just can't win.
Probably the score differential, right?
Yeah, their score differential is bad, but like their actual like numbers are good in all their games.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Last game of the 1 p.m. slate.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins and Browns. And listen, dude, this is such a shit matchup.
This could be fun.
It's such a shit matchup for the Dolphins. I'm picking the Dolphins every week. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I disagree. I think you guys can have success against the Browns. What
do
the Browns do best? They rush the passer. What do the Dolphins do best? They get the ball out fast. I think that the Dolphins could actually have some success here on offense as long as they can get the ball out quick to the slot. They need to emphasize the short game. I don't think they should run the ball pretty much at all. Maybe only 10, 11 carries for Devon Achane. But that doesn't mean 10, 11 touches. I want him on swing passes. I want you getting him the ball in creative ways. I want you to get him in open field where he can make people move and get yards. I don't need him running up and down when he's running inside against the Browns front.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah, I totally agree on that game plan, and I agree with you. But my problem with that is Miami hasn't been releasing the ball fast as they have in the last 2 years. Tua, the last 2 years, I'm pretty sure he was the fastest thrower, if I'm not mistaken.
He's still up there, though. I mean, it was highlighted against the Chargers. His time to throw was still only around 2 seconds.
So, yeah, he definitely improved last week. So I hope he continues doing that this week. And then, yeah, give the ball to Devon Achane. He's clearly your best player. Clearly an elite running back. Give him the ball. He can do good things, especially in the open field. Mm-hmm. That's the way for Miami to win. And if they keep feeding...
I'm going to be riding with the Browns, though. They got to get some wins on the year. I know the Dolphins got to get some wins on the year too, but I think they can get those in their division. So I'm going to be.
I'm picking Miami because I'm always picking Miami, but objectively, I'm picking the Browns. So, but yeah, picking Miami.
God damn it! Can we get a different pick? We've agreed on everything.
Did we? Yeah, even on the Saints game, bro. I thought I was for sure the only one there. Okay, but so far there's some favorites. I mean, we like the Jags here. It's nothing crazy. I'm sure we're gonna disagree soon. And
I'm riding with the Giants here against the Broncos.
You're riding with the Giants against the Broncos?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we're never disagreeing, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, Broncos Nation, we know you came at us for the Eagles game. What now?
Oh,
y'all beat the Jets by 2. I don't want to hear shit.
Let them know.
Dude,
But
I don't care. You're gonna go in there and Bo Nix is gonna get out aura'd by Jackson fucking Dart.
the out aura is such a good way to put it, because that's literally what's gonna be, bro.
Oh, I know that. I do. Twitter is blowing up over this shit. And I don't know if this could be a short because it might get too political, but I don't fucking care that you think that it's about race. Jackson Dart is a good quarterback. Shedeur Sanders is not. It has nothing to do with,
No,
when
of
a
course
white
not.
boy has motion, it's okay, but when a black person does it, it's not. No, that is not it at all. Jackson Dart is a good quarterback. He has talent. He has portrayed that much better than Shedeur Sanders has. And it's shown in his NFL production. He's already been a pretty productive starter, even though he is a raw talent. He's a guy who is supposed to sit for the year. And we're talking about, you took Jackson Dart over Shedeur Sanders, and Shedeur Sanders is getting all this criticism because he's black. And it's not that, dude. Just watch football. Watch the game. You will see how bad Shedeur Sanders is at playing quarterback.
It's a lame take. I mean, there's a lot of black quarterbacks in the league. I mean, dude, it has to stop. I mean, come on.
Right.
But yeah, right with the Giants.
No, wait. We gotta rephrase that. We have to rephrase what you just said.
What did I say?
You said there's a lot of black quarterbacks in the league and it has to stop.
Okay.
That is not what we meant. We meant that it
on,
has to be stopped being viewed as racist.
Yeah,
it is
come
okay
on,
to have
dude.
that.
Come on. Everyone knew what I meant. Come on. Don't put me there, man. You are putting me there, man.
We support it. We support it. We support all kinds of aura when you're actually good at the game.
Lamar Jackson is better than Josh Allen. Have I made myself clearer than that?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
I'm glad we agree.
So the Giants, I'm picking Scatterboo here. He's just so fun to watch. And yeah, Denver has been playing really good defensively, but
Dude, I might pick the Giants every week. I just fucking love
it's
that.
fun, right?
Yeah. I just always want to cheer for them. I never want my pick to be against the Giants.
And then after they fucking win, they're in the middle of the field. Jameis Winston is eating W's with Jackson Dart in the middle of the field. Demoralizing.
Dude.
Totally demoralizing to the opposing team.
All right, we got a trap game coming up here. I am picking the Arizona Cardinals to upset the Green Bay Packers here at home.
Okay, first time we disagree here because I am picking the Packers. I think they take care of business. There's nothing inspiring coming out of Arizona for me. Maybe if Brissett plays, it gives them a better chance because he did play better. But I think the Packers defense gets rolling here. This defense the last 2 weeks has been really uncharacteristic, in my opinion. I think they get rolling here a little bit. So player to watch. What's the name of the linebacker, dude? I'm forgetting.
For which team?
The Packers, man.
The Packers?
Yes, bro. I'm blanking out. Come on, dude.
I mean, they had Devondre Campbell, but they don't anymore.
It's not Campbell. I'm blanking out.
I don't know who you're talking about. The linebacker? Oh, you're talking about the Texas A&M guy.
Is he from Texas A&M?
Fucking hell.
Yeah, Edgerrin Cooper, bro.
Texas
Edgerrin Cooper, man. Come on.
Edgerrin Cooper.
Big Edgerrin Cooper guy, man. Fuck. Yeah.
We were
Edgerrin
both
Cooper.
big Edgerrin.
Yeah.
We mocked him to the Packers.
Yeah. Okay. When we did it together, my final in the first round, I had them going Matthew Golden. But they ended up getting Edgerrin Cooper. Shit.
That was a different draft class.
He was 2020.
Edgerrin Cooper's a sophomore.
He was. You remember that draft? You remember
2024.
that mock draft that we did then? And you both had Edgerrin Cooper?
I just know I mocked them. We mocked them Edgerrin Cooper in the first. They took the Arizona tackle, and then they got Edgerrin Cooper in the second.
So that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm confusing Cooper with Schlesinger, their draft classes. I was high on
Carson Schlesinger.
Yeah,
okay.
I was.
Yeah, no, they both are very similar players, both extremely good in coverage. And Schlesinger, what a fucking year he's having.
Yeah, I know. I was super. I had my first mock draft last year. I had Seattle picking him, in the first round. But yeah, I'm a big fan of both. Man, I think that's why I had him confused because they play very similarly, like you said.
Right.
But yeah, he's playing well in Green Bay, Edgerrin. And I want to see if we can pull up the mock draft. I don't know if we took a screenshot of that because I remember us doing that mock draft. But anyway.
I don't know if I have the screenshot. I can look through our Discord.
Doesn't have to
Go
be
ahead
now.
and talk about the next matchup.
Right. So the next matchup is the another 4 o'clock game, and this is a very good game. This might be the game of the week. No, the game of the week is Monday Night Football. But the Colts and the Chargers has potential for being a very good game, and I am going with the Colts here. I love what I'm seeing from Indianapolis. Daniel Jones is playing very free of mistakes. So far this year, just letting JT do his thing. The O line is good. The defense is good. It's very complete.
Daniel Jones is playing Tom Brady-esque football.
And
I'm not saying he's playing as good as Tom Brady. I'm saying he is
the
playing
style of
that
play.
level of play style.
No mistakes. And then but some elite throws, like some Peyton Manning, Dan Marino like throws, like some crazy good
He
throws.
is trusting his pocket and he is living there, and it is doing wonders for the Colts. No one can make that man uncomfortable right now. I'm going to be riding with the Colts here as well. I just think they're the team to win right now.
Yeah.
This is easily. I think it's not easily, but I think it's a pretty easy matchup to pick. I mean, the Chargers have struggled these last 3 weeks.
And Laiatu
we're talking about
man.
the Colts breaking. Yeah, we're talking about the Colts as potentially the best team in football right now. I know they just had a close game with the Cardinals, but they've had close games and they keep winning. So I'm gonna keep riding with Indy.
And Laiatu, I was so high on him out of the draft. My
first defensive player to go in the draft.
Yeah, my exact words out of draft class, and I said this to you, so maybe remember. I said he had the potential to be an elite edge rusher, like a top 5 edge rusher. I think he's playing like that right now. He's playing really, really good. I'm happy to see it. Of course, I'm not too happy because he intercepted Tua week 1, but go figure, man. Go figure. Next 4 o'clock game, and we have just one more, and then the Sunday night, and then 2 Monday nights. The next game is the Commanders and the Cowboys. And I don't really know who I'm picking here still. Can you convince me?
For Commanders and Cowboys?
Yeah, who are you picking?
Oh, I'm definitely riding with the Commanders here.
Definitely.
I think Jaden Daniels is going to have a day on this defense. I think they can do whatever they want. Ja'Cory Cross-Kamara, it doesn't matter. Christian Rodriguez, doesn't matter. Jaden Daniels can run for 100 yards. I do not care. This team is going to win by whatever they want. What if Dak? It's not going to be a blowout, but they are going to win by scoring a shit ton of points.
What if the Commanders D, which has been sus, just like lets Dak throw for like 450 or something?
I mean, nobody knows Dak better than Dan Quinn, so it very well could be that.
George
Washington is just the pick here, in my opinion. If we're talking about favorites, it is the it is the Commanders by 2.5.
I want to go Commanders, but I might switch my pick before the game. Very close for me. I will go Commanders. Meanwhile, though, yeah.
Yeah, they're the team to win. I mean, player to watch, Terry McLaurin, maybe. I don't know. I picked their best player, but I named like 5 that could do shit.
I don't know. I'll go Daniels. You mentioned his running ability. I think if the Commanders handle the Cowboys here, it's gonna, not that they actually need it, but I expect the Cowboys to not spy on him a lot. I think he's gonna have a lot of opportunities to run. Is what I'm saying, and I think he's gonna take advantage of it. So now the Sunday night football is between the Falcons and the Niners in Santa Clara. And this would have been such an elite game if the Niners were healthy. And it still could be a
Wait,
good
are
game.
you wanting me to find the 2024 mock draft or the one from this year?
Whichever one you can find.
I have the one from this year pulled up.
Oh, okay. Can you send it to,
you want me to share my screen?
Or you can send it to the chat.
Okay. Here, I'll just reply to it. It's in the mock drafts channel.
Oh, and Go House, okay.
Yeah. Pretty good mock. I mean, we killed it for the most part. We actually got the first 5 picks right.
Different teams between 2 and 5, yeah. We got Mambo right. We got Tet right.
Jamar Stewart would have been a good pick for the Saints, but, we're not against the Kelvin Banks pick. They actually went, if you flip them, they went pretty similar to where they each other was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had Loveland going to the Chargers. Holy shit, what a bust he has been. Tyler Warren, what a dog he was. So, yeah, see, Cowboys no tight end, Cowboys no running back. I mean, Cowboys really questionable with the draft every year, but...
No, we got Derek Harmon right as well.
Yeah, Coast knows ball, man.
Pretty decent mock here, man.
The 2021 draft, I had the first 8 picks right.
Where did Amawari go to? Wasn't it
Amawari to the Texans?
That's right. So we just flipped pick 24 and 25. Man, I mean, it was a really good draft. Egbuka just went one round or one pick later.
Right. Carson Schlesinger should have been a first-round pick. He's proven that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Nick Emenwari did not go to the Texans. I have no idea where Nick Emenwari went, honestly. I thought you were talking about Ariante Ursary for some reason.
Oh.
Where did Nick Emenwari go?
Seattle. Seattle, yeah. I just clocked it, yeah.
Yeah. But he didn't go in the first, did he? No, he went in the second.
Went in the second. Second.
Got it.
I think Seattle went Gray Zabel.
Yeah, they did go Gray Zabel.
We had them walked as well. Yeah, I loved Gray Zabel, man.
Yeah,
I was that right. High. I was super high on Gray Zabel.
Good pick for them.
I have to start saying players I was wrong on because I keep saying I'm right about players.
Fuck, dude, 3 more picks to make. Will we make a different? We gotta make a couple.
I'm
riding with the Falcons too, though.
I'm going with the Falcons as well because healthier team.
Fred Warner's out. Biggest decision factor for me.
Yeah, and they're playing very complimentary football. Bijan is.
If Fred Warner's in this game, the middle of the field is not open, and
I'm picking the Niners. I'm picking the Niners. Clearly
if Fred
a
Warner's
drop
in this game, Bijan does not do Bijan things nearly as well as Bijan does.
No, and there was clearly a drop off once Fred Warner got hurt in that game against Tampa. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah. As soon as Fred Warner got hurt, I was the fucking money line went to shit.
Yeah.
Like it was a close game, and then Fred Warner got injured, and the money line went to like minus 800 in favor of the
Bucs. It showed that he's just that much of a difference maker, and just does things no other linebacker does, and Atlanta will take advantage of it. Bijan, top 3 candidate for Offensive Player of the Year, and having a monster year. And player to watch, Michael Penix. I think he can Penix.
Why do you say Penix, bro?
Isn't it funny?
It is.
Junior. So Junior. Okay, player to watch because he's doing.
No, he's senior. Michael Penix Senior, isn't he?
Senior or junior?
No, Kyle Pitts Senior. Michael Penix Junior. That's what it is.
Okay. So. Yeah, I think.
Also, how do you get senior? What the fuck? Because you're born senior, right? But that makes no sense because you're a fucking baby.
Coast asks questions.
Yeah, what is? This is like something I've never thought of. How you're just named senior?
You're just born. Are you just born as a grandpa? Like what's going on?
Well, the senior is in the name. Like.
So now, isn't Kyle Pitts obligated to name his child Kyle Pitts?
You just name your kid senior, or how do they become senior?
How do they become senior?
Okay, so no, you do not name a child senior. A person becomes so yeah, basically Kyle Pitts has a kid named Kyle Pitts, and so that's why he is Kyle Pitts Senior. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, that's hilarious.
The fact that I did not know that just shows
I didn't know that. I never thought about it. Coast does not know ball. Unbelievable.
No. Coast does not know grammar. I failed English 2 3 times in college.
Jesus
That is why I dropped out. Anyways, picking the Falcons here.
No, yeah.
Sorry, Anthony. He's lone dog in the Niners.
Junior is doing his thing here. I'm going to call it.
You think Junior's picking him? Or picking them?
No.
Oh, Michael Penix Jr.
Michael Penix, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah.
All right. Next up,
we have the first Monday night game, which is this one. Tampa and Detroit.
This should be the primetime game. What the fuck? This should be the 7 p.m. game, not the 6 p.m.
This is the 10, this is the 7. I mean, it's primetime.
Oh, it's 10 and 7. Last time it was 6 and 7.
No. Yeah, 10.
They're both on Monday, though?
Both on Monday.
Weird.
Doubleheader.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely riding with my boy Baker. I've said it already. I'm not picking against this guy again. That 3rd and 14 run just solidified it even further.
Yeah, I'm going with Detroit on this one. I have a lot of trust in them. I think they're gonna bounce back off of that Kansas City loss, and it's a good opportunity for them to prove themselves. You know, they're playing at home.
5.5 point favorites.
5.5.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit.
Yes.
That's too much.
It's because they're at home. I mean, if it was in Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay would be -1.
It's not too much though. I think I trust Detroit to build a proper game plan. I like what the coordinators are doing. Clearly not missing the coordinators as much as we thought, right?
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, the Lions have played good football. They have not really missed Ben Johnson too much. They haven't. They definitely are not missing Aaron Glenn.
No. And yeah, I'm going with Detroit here. Player to watch. See, this matchup is tough. I don't expect Gibbs to do a whole lot. So I think Amora is going to pick up the slack here, but maybe Gibbs just could be a weapon in the passing game. It's probably just going to come down to Goff, though, right? But then also the protection. So I'm looking at just the O-line. I'm going to just say the O-line in general. I can't just say Penei Sewell. I'm just going to say the entire line for the Lions is the group to watch, I guess, because I think could really be the difference maker against this Tampa D-line.
Right. And then we got Monday Night Football. Seattle hosts the Houston Texans off the bye. I'm not going to lie. If I had a bye week and I was traveling all the way to the West Coast from Houston, I would be in the West Coast through my bye week. My players would be in the West Coast for that bye week.
Chilling in the Pacific Northwest, right?
Yeah.
Super beautiful place. Yeah, I'm rocking with Seattle here. They're just playing exceptional on both sides of the ball. Kenneth Walker is a dog. Houston has a good defense. Maybe there's a pathway there. It could be a very strong defensive game, but Seattle just has that extra juice on offense. Pretty confident about this pick.
I am as well. They are only -3, so less big of a favorite than the Lions. I think that's actually kind of valid because the Bucs-Lions game is going to be a lot of touchdowns, so I could see the Lions winning by a touchdown. So I kind of like that spread. But the Texans and Seahawks game, I do think it'll be a lot more defensive. Probably Seahawks like 16-13, something like that.
Very defensive, but just that extra play on offense. And I'm looking at JSN. JSN, when I talk about Bijan being up there in OPOY, JSN is up there as well.
Or Jackson Smith and Njigba?
Yeah, JSN, yeah. Definitely up there.
Is it Jason?
JSN.
Oh, JSN.
Yeah, JSN. Did it sound like Jason?
Yeah, it sounds like...
Fuck.
It literally just sounds like...
I mean, his name is Jackson, so I'm not that far anyway.
Yeah. Some culture pronounces X with S, so we're good.
That is true.
But they probably pronounce the J with H, so it's Hasten.
Hasten. So, Hassan. Hassan.
Hassan.
That sounds Arabic.
Yeah.
That sounds...
We just turned Jackson Smith to Jigba. We're not saying that. Okay.
We're turning him to Hassan. Jackson is now Hassan.
Yeah. So these are the picks for the week. We got we got some disagreements finally, but I got Steelers. You got...
Right. So I got Steelers.
Okay, no, that has to get cut. Oh my god, that has to get cut.
What happened?
That was so bad, dude. Just that pause. Oh,
I was looking for the Steelers, like fucking god.
Steelers top left. Okay, so let's just do our rapid fire picks real quick.
Okay, so
kind of like, all right, we got Steelers at Bengals. Give me the Steelers. Rams and Jacksonville in Great Britain. Give me the Jags.
Jacksonville, they got the pulled area. They're winning that.
Oh yeah. Eagles at Vikings. Bounce back week for the Eagles. I got them blowing them out, but you have it closer, I think.
Yeah, much closer. But yes, winning.
We got Patriots. Mike Vrabel revenge game against the Tennessee Titans. Give me the Patriots by demolition.
Yeah, me as well. Just after they fired Callahan as well, so definitely looking out to make a point.
Yeah, the Patriots are 7-point favorites. They are slamming that.
Oh yeah. Panthers
over
Jets.
the Jets.
Yeah, just no reason to pick the Jets.
No reason to pick the Jets.
Horrible matchup as well.
Ooh, Spencer Rattler revenge game against Caleb Williams. We got the upset. Saints over the Bears.
We both do. Maybe this is the game where the Bears just win and we get cooked. But I'm trusting my gut here.
This is a losable game for the Bears. Very losable.
Oh, yeah. And then the Raiders
at Kansas City. We got the Chiefs. Giants at Broncos. We got the
another
pretty
upset?
boy swag.
Yeah,
we got the Giants upset. What is the line on
Is there a betting line for when Kim Scadaboo is gonna have a concussion? Because I think he's gonna be soon.
Probably on Kalshi. Have you seen that app?
No. It just has money lines for everything.
Real world outcomes. So there's a South Park episode that's based around Kalshi, and it's just they're betting on if Kyle's mom is gonna bomb Gaza because she's Jewish.
That's so fucked.
But the whole episode they're trying to change the odds so that way they can win money on it.
That's so fucked.
But anyways, we got Giants winning against the Broncos. Then we got Packers over. Oh no, I got Cardinals winning at home against the Packers. You have Packers at home, winning on the road against the Cardinals.
Why is it doing this?
Because you press the middle mouse.
Yeah, but I tried to look.
Oh, won't you stop? Oh shit! Guys, his screen just started scrolling down for no reason.
Okay, it's good.
All right, so I have the Cardinals over the Packers. You have Packers over Cardinals. We're both riding with the Browns, really, but Dolphins country, he rides.
Yep.
Colts at Chargers. We're both taking the Colts. They're just the better
Indiana
team.
Jones, yeah.
We got Washington winning over the Cowboys. They're just once again just a better team. They're the favorite even at Dallas, so pretty expected win here. We got the Falcons beating the Niners, just too hurt. If they were more healthy, if they had Fred Warner, we'd be riding Niners.
Yep.
Different pick in the Bucks and Lions. I got Bucks. He's taking Lions.
Taking the Lions.
Definitely a little bit biased on my pick. And then we got Seahawks winning at home against the Texans off the bye.
Lots of good games.
Feeling good about the picks for the week because I honestly feel like this is a good bounce back week. I feel like we got a lot of easy picks.
Me as well. And then suddenly there's a bunch of surprise wins, and it all goes to shit. But it looks like it's gonna be a fun week regardless. There's some pretty cool games in there. I'm just hoping for a Dolphins win. I don't know how. Seems impossible at this stage because 4 out of the 5 games they lost have been decided on like a very
believe it or not,
important
Tua
play.
won a natty.
He was a dog too. My goodness. Well,
but yeah, this is another great week of Coast Knows Ball. We had our first week of just me and you, and we had some choppy moments, but I think the more we work together, if we have to in this circumstance, I think we can have a lot more smoother flow. But yeah, I'm absolutely happy with the outcome today.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
But yeah, I just want to take this time. Thank you, everybody. If you've made it this far, you're obviously one of our best supporters. So, anyone who makes it to the end of the episode is greatly, greatly appreciated. Please, 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 we need the likes, subscribes, comment, anything. If you disagree with our picks, by all means, call us out.
Yep.
I feel like we have some pretty agreeable picks this week, but talk about some of our takes. I mean, maybe you think the Bills are too high, or you think I'm an idiot because I have the Bills over the Falcons. Tell me that. I don't care. We just love all the engagement. It's been really cool developing this community, and just want to give a huge shout out to those who have been there for the Coast to Coast podcast.
Yep.
So just want to thank you all.
Thank you guys.
And peace.
Yep, peace.